The next thing that we're going to do is we've stuffed we have put butter in between the skin and the meat of the turkey, and that's going to just make it a very moist and delicious, delicious turkey. Now the next thing we have to do is that we have to season the turkey. Lots of salt and lots of pepper. So we're going to take our salt here, and we're going to lift up our turkey. And of course, if you have a really heavy bird, it's going to be really a little bit hard to do. But sprinkle the inside with salt and pepper. Okay. And then we're also going to sprinkle the top of it. Want a lot of salt on here because it looks like it's a lot, but I'm using the coarse salt, which I like a lot better. And it just really does, poultry needs a lot of salt on there. So we've got that in there. The other thing we're going to do is I cut up these onions earlier, so we're going to go ahead and just like this, we're just going to stuff inside the turkey. Now I do know that a lot of people like to stuff their turkeys. My mother would always stuff her turkeys. But I have found that I've kind of gotten away from that. I really do like the flavor that comes from having the turkey stuffed, but from the taste of the stuffing it is. But I really, really do like to make it outside the bird as well. So we're going ahead and just stuff the elephant garlic as well as the onions inside this turkey, and we're going to, as soon as the bird is done, we will go ahead and just discard that. We won't use it. Some of it we'll use for flavor in the gravy and stuff. So I have a few extras, so I'm just going to put them in the bottom of the roasting pan here. Raise up my bird a little bit. So I'm going to put these in the bottom here, and that's just going to help flavor the juices that come out from the turkey. I'll put one piece of this garlic in there as well. Last part of the turkey is that we're going to take these, the last bit of my thyme leaves that I pulled out from my garden, and I'm just going to take them off of the stem. And all you do is you just go backwards on the stem. You take the stem off, and you hold it, and you peel it off backwards. And then the tops of them, you can just kind of fluff off a little bit. Anyway, so we have a huge amount of people here on Thanksgiving. We've got a large family to begin with, but we also make it the place where the rest of the family can come and celebrate with us. So we enjoy doing that. All right, so we've got our turkey. The next thing I'm going to do is just take some really good olive oil, and I'm just going to brush it or sprinkle it on here like this. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my opposite hand, because I don't want it to contaminate the other part of anything else that I happen to touch. But just go ahead and massage it around the top of the skin of the turkey. And now the key to having a beautifully crusted golden brown turkey or chicken or duck is to not baste it. Now that goes against conventional thinking, right? But the way that you can make him have even a browner skin is to tint it with some aluminum foil later on during the cooking process. So, and I'll tell you what that's going to be in just a second. So we've got the oil on top of the bird, and then just the thyme that I took off, we're just going to go ahead and just sprinkle that on the top of the turkey, on the top of the breast here, and anywhere else, that a little bit on the thighs and the legs here. And that's just going to add a little bit more color, a little bit more flavor, and just kind of spread them around with the hand that I didn't, the hand that I've already been touching the bird with. So we've got him going on there. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put him into a 325-degree oven. Register, it's about 2.5 to 3 hours. If you have a convection oven, it's going to cook a little bit faster. So it might be 2 hours to 2.5 hours. So you want to make sure that you're watching it, as well as this is our probe that we have for this particular oven model, and we're going to go ahead and put him into the bird here, and then we'll know exactly what temperature it is. Now, as you notice, this was my turkey hand, and I'm wiping it down with a cloth that I am now going to throw into the washing machine because it's now contaminated. So I just want you to know that when you're using poultry, you want to make sure that either using paper towels or ones that you know that you're going to go ahead and throw immediately into the laundry so that you don't have to have contamination. And put the turkey into the oven, and we'll put the probe in here in a second. And again, go ahead and leave it uncovered for now. And he will turn out so awesome. Whew. So in my oven, we've got a probe, and I'm going to go ahead and stick it into the thickest part of the thigh. And you don't want to touch the bone because that's going to give you a false reading. So just stick it in there, and then you want to set your probe. If you have a different type of oven that does not have this, go ahead. If you have a meat thermometer, put that in there. Otherwise, just watch it from time to time to know what the temperature is. Now, about halfway through the cooking process, so if you have one of these, or about an hour or so into it, then what you want to do is cover the breast of the turkey, and cover the turkey itself very, very loosely with aluminum foil. And what that's going to do is that's going to prevent the skin from burning. When it comes out, it's golden brown. So we're going to let him cook, and when he's all done, we'll pull him out and let you see how we carve him up. Hello everyone, it's Tricia with Homemade Smart, and we are done roasting our turkey. And I've taken him out of the oven, and about halfway through the cooking time, I went ahead and put some foil over the top of him so that he would stay nice and brown and not burn. And I took him out of the oven, and I've let him rest for about 30 minutes or so. Now, so any type of meat that you take out from the oven that you've roasted or whatnot, you always want to let it rest for anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes so that the juices can set. It's what they call it. So now what we're going to do is show you the best way to carve a turkey, and that way everybody can get a piece of the breastbone, but also if you want to use it for different things later on in the month or in different recipes. So we're going to go ahead and move this guy. He's been on his roaster, or in his roaster tray, and we're just going to go ahead and lift him up. And he's cooler now, obviously, since it's not been in there. And oh, he's stuck. Alrighty. And all the garlic and the onions that we put in there earlier is just such a wonderful smell. Alrighty, so the first thing that we're going to do is you want to cut off the leg and the wings so that you have just the breastbone and the carcass there to work with. And there is a joint right here between the thigh and the leg that you want to get your knife into, and you just want to go ahead and just cut that, and just cut through it. Cut that off there. There we go. And I'm going to put him back here in the roasting pan. You can put him onto a tray or a platter if that's what you want to do. And then with the breast, or the wing, again, right up here, there's another joint that you want to take your knife and cut right in there. Okay. So we got this wing cut out. Alrighty, then what you want to do is you're going to cut right here at the breastbone, and you make a nice cut right down the center, and there's that breastbone right there, and just cut as closely as you can and get all that nice meat. And then there's another curvature down here around the neck, and you want to cut that off. cut it over there like this. So basically you're actually cutting the breast off of the carcass so that you can cut it and slice it. And just cut it nice all the way down here like this. Okay, so then see how that just came off really nicely and in one nice big thick piece. Now, if you wanted to make turkey lunch meat, like we've done the roast beef lunch meat, what you would do is you would put this on the meat slicer that I've shown you how to do slicing of the roast beef. Same difference, and then to portion it off however you wanted to have the turkey lunch meat. So then, once you have it cut like this, you want to just go ahead and slice it like that, so that everybody gets a slice of the skin, because you know that's the best part of the turkey, right? Is the skin. So there. So that is how you slice the turkey breast. And sometimes those slip off, but that happens always. It would happen anyway. So we're just going to finish slicing up the rest of this turkey. And what we're going to do with the legs and the wings is we're going to go ahead and shred it and put it into some other dishes for other different recipes. We've made this tonight so that we can basically show you how to do lunch meat and how to prepare your turkey for Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and we will see you on Homemade Smart.